Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk about a group of gamers that I've wanted to talk about, but the gamers I'm talking about, and especially because of, well, a certain sale, the gamers, fake PC gamers. I'm talking about these people who just got onto the PC bandwagon like a year or two ago, or recently because of Steam, and only Steam. Now, these are people who, let's be honest here, they're killing PC gaming. These are people who don't know how to install a mod. These are people who don't know how to, who won't buy a game if it's not on Steam. But here's the best part. These people will talk about PC gaming like it's the best thing ever. Like, they'll use it to win arguments. Like, let's just say, when people are arguing over game consoles because that's a cool thing to do, like, my console's better than this, they'll say, oh, but I have a PC. And then you look at their profile, and next thing you know, the PC they have is a cheap Gateway or HP that they got at Walmart. And that's the thing with these fake PC gamers. They talk like they're the best ever. They'll talk like they have the best PC. They'll talk like they PC game a lot, and guess what they're gaming on? They're gaming on a cheap laptop. And when it comes to games, what games do they have? Team Fortress 2, Garry's Mod, Borderlands 2, and keep in mind Borderlands 2 is available on console as well. They're gaming on, they're playing Minecraft, not a Steam game, but close enough, because many seem to play this game, even on Steam. So even though it's not on Steam, they'll talk about it a lot. And of course, you've got, there's a few more I can think of, such as, indie games of the week. I'm talking about those indie games that get popular for a week and then people forget about. There's so many of them that I've lost track, but they'll have these games on their PC. And they'll either have a cheap PC, or they have an expensive PC that they built just for gaming with laughable specs. Let me just start off by saying this. First off, let's be honest. You shouldn't talk about what you don't really game on. I mean, let's be honest. If you're gaming on Intel integrated graphics, and let's just say you're calling a game unoptimized, you really have no room to talk. You're gaming on a cheap Intel laptop that was not designed for gaming, but with the video card designed for watching video, doing Microsoft Word, and maybe playing a few PopCap games like Plants vs. Zombies, and maybe Bejeweled, maybe Solitaire, and maybe Unreal Tournament 99. That's not a casual game, but that's the only other thing you're going to be able to run at a decent frame rate on an Intel GPU. Maybe COD 4 as well on low settings, but who knows. If you're gaming with an Intel GPU, that really can't be considered gaming, okay? They're a joke. I mean, you can't run crap on an Intel GPU. You can't run crap on an Intel GPU with a slow CPU. You just can't. And it's plain and simple. But the thing that's even worse are these people who act like the PC is some godly gaming platform. The PC is more than just a gaming platform. It's something you can do all sorts of other stuff with. You can edit videos, you can record TV shows, you can program it, you can do all these other things, and yet I see these people talking about the PC like it's some gaming platform. No, it's not. It's a computer platform. It's what you use to do all this stuff on. Plain and simple. It's what you use to do all this stuff on. You can play video games on it. That's just one of the things you can do with it. And here's the thing. I see these people going into PC gaming thinking it's some nice thing, and what do? They build these PCs with only 8 gigs of RAM. I mean, even a year or two ago, I've seen people building PCs with nice GPUs, but only quad-core Intels, and or sometimes even dual-core Intels. I'm not joking. Building a PC in 2012, 2013 with dual-core Intels even, and what, sometimes in either using and only putting like 4 gigs of RAM in there, or using like a lowish end GPU, like, I've seriously seen this happen. Like, why are these people calling themselves part of the PC Master Race? The Master Race word means nothing if you're gaming on cheap garbage. Like that old Acer laptop. It's plain and simple. I mean, it makes sense that, I don't know, why are you gaming on a cheap computer? But you know the worst thing I see with these fake PC gamers? Sales. Now, sales are one thing, but there's a difference between somebody who's getting a deal, like, let me just use an old world example. Like, let's just say, let's just use a good example, clothes. There's a difference between somebody buying a dress because they want it and because it's on sale, and buying a dress because they think they're getting a deal on something they're never going to use. I mean, have you seen those TLC coupon hoarding shows where people will, like, cut out all these coupons and use them to buy literally everything they see, stockpile food that's probably going to go bad, like there's some kind of survivalist, like the world's going to end tomorrow? You've seen those people, right? Well, guess what? The problem is, what's the point in buying all these games you're never going to play? I mean, I saw one person, he had all these games, like Deus Ex, he had all of them. He had, he had all the Half-Lives. He had all the, let me think of what other games he had. He had all the Thieves. He had all the, he had all the Fallouts, and he hadn't played many of them. Like, he hadn't played a single Deus Ex, he hadn't played a single Thief, he hadn't played a single Half-Life, he had all these real-time strategy games, like, he had all these other games, too, that he had never opened a single time. Just on his account, and I think he had, like, hundreds of these games that he bought on a sale. Like, and I've seen this example so many times on Steam. These people will buy all these games up, and they'll never even put a minute into them. Or they'll buy games that are on sale because they think are cool by buying certain ones, but then they'll never play them. I've seen people buy a Deus Ex, never touched it. I've seen people buy Fallouts, they've never touched them. I've seen people buy, but yet they've got like hundreds of hours in Skyrim, hundreds of hours in TF2, I mean, no, thousands of hours in TF2, hundreds of hours in Gary's Mod. Let's be honest, you're not buying two 780s, 790s, or even like a 760, 750. You're not buying one of those just to play a game that could run on a GTX 260. I mean, it's one thing if you're playing some games that's actually going to use them, but when you're buying a ton of hardware just to play a game that doesn't even use it, that's not PC gaming. Remember back years ago before all these Steam kids came in, back when you could still buy PC games in stores, which did not require Steamworks activation, which 10 years ago was criticized for being the same as Windows XP activation, but with no phone option. Back before then, you had games like Doom 3. You had games like Crysis. You had games like Far Cry. You had and what do you have now? You'll be lucky to even get a Battlefield 4 or Crysis 3. I mean, sure, there are a few devs that still care about the PC, like CD Projekt Red or 4A Games, I think. Whoever made Metro 2033 or whatever that game is. There are a few that still care about pushing the limit of the PC, but you've got all these developers now which don't care because you've got this new generation of PC gamer who just wants to play an Xbox port. And you're having games like Watch Dogs, which are limited for the PC version artificially. You're having games like Call of Duty Ghosts, which are terrible Xbox ports. And you're seeing all these. Why? Because you got all these fake PC gamers and buying every single game they can and thinking they're the coolest. And guess what? You're seeing standards being lowered. People using the PC as a gaming console. I mean, it's one thing if you actually play your games on PC, but another if you're playing Gary's Mod. Because stuff like Gary's Mod sells, and Surgeon Simulator, and all those fake simulators. I mean, 10 years ago, a simulator would be Flight Simulator 2004, Combat Flight Simulator 3, Train Simulator. Now what do you have? Because I think there might have been a Microsoft one. I forget. I don't keep up with that. Now you've got a Surgeon Simulator, Goat Simulator. Like, this is what PC gaming has evolved to, people. And these fake PC gamers, they're the worst of it. Remember when PC gaming was about buying and playing games and not spewing memes about, oh my god, you'll save money at a sale? What is there going to be next? Oh my god, I'm going to save money at a coupon clipping sale on a hoarding show? That's all I have to say on this issue. Having a cheap PC and buying a bunch of games does not make you a PC gamer, nor does overpaying just to play Gary's Mod. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.